Okay, guys, check it out. I paused my game to be here, which I did because you might notice uh, I'm in Mr. Burrito's account. And as promised, he got himself the pumpkin head, and he's lending me his account for the next hour or two to try out Live Arena. So I have my tea, I have my water, I have his account. Live Arena starts in 1 minute. I want to look at his champions. He gave me a quick cheat sheet. So his best champions for Live Arena are ROTOS, Cardiel, Duchess, TARAS, YUMEKO. Oh, he actually said the Sword Duchess is the one I should use as well. There's the stone skin on it. Ramen 2. And is there anyone I'm missing? Anyway, we see he's got a +1 Python. I don't have any pluses on my account at all, so this is going to be a lot of fun. This +2 Rotos, I'm definitely bringing this guy. Torm in the Cold is going to be super fun to use as well. So let me have a look at their stats. So this guy will hit hard, hopefully. How's your Monkey King doing? Yep. Not accurate, but super hard hitting. I'm into it. TARAS. TARAS is going to be a monster. It's an absolute monster. Let me see these numbers. Close to 100,000 HP, 220 speed, 300% crit damage. So this has to be the best gear on your account, Mr. Burrito. Has to be. I also noticed you got him and her, and you made him nice and slow. Neat. I'd have expected that he'd be in stone skin, though, because I see that a lot. But this could be very good. Well, it's been more than a minute, so Live Arena should be live. Oh yes, Warlord. I don't think I asked about Warlord, but here he is. That's going to be fun. And you have Mortu Macabre. This guy's nasty. Let's play with all these champions right now. Let's go. So I'm thinking I could open with ROTOS and TARAS every time, just to make sure I get one or the other of them. Or I could be a little bit furtive with what I plan on doing. Maybe I'll open with ROTOS. Hopefully I'm not playing my cards too early. So I'm expecting to see Oleg's to maybe counter with Ultimate Death Knight. There he is. I could bring a counter to Ultimate Death Knight in the Monkey King. But you know what? I'm not going to pick the Monkey King because I use him way too much on my own account. Maybe I'll bring Duchess and TARAS. So he's got to start thinking about how he's going to deal with this. Maybe I'll bring in YUMEKO. And I could just be an absolute jerk and bring Warlord. Or I could bring more too. So you've got Eilil coming in. So we do have to watch out for that. He can ignore Stone Skin. I'm not sure he exactly hits hard. I could also just bring in Tormund, because Tormund will definitely mess up anything he does with Arbiter. So, Mr. Burrito, cheers for lending me the account. Let's see if I can do better with your account than I could do with mine. So far, I'm liking this variety of champions. This is very cool. I feel like I'm being spoiled. I feel like a kid in a candy shop. I'm not even sure what to go with. So maybe I just want to get rid of Ultimate Death Knight. So ROTOS can not have to worry about him. And we're probably not outspeeding them, so YUMEKO may not be as effective as I thought. I could go for the speed aura. I actually have no idea how fast these champions are, Burrito. I guess I'm about to find out. We'll take the speed aura, because why not? I can't believe I'm about to use TARAS and ROTOS for the first time and at the same time. I better not lose. If I do, that's going to make us both look bad. So there's the block buffs. So this is the Dance of Time, right? So do I even want to do that first? I don't know. Maybe. So you've knocked out ROTOS. That's fine. Let's get him back up. He'll be under a veil. TARAS. Slam. Wow. That is a hard-hitting boy. That is very nasty. I mean, this just doesn't even seem fair. He's hit TARAS a whole bunch of times, and he didn't go down. So let's buff my ROTOS. ROTOS is getting ever closer to getting his opportunity to attack. So let's put the Hex on whoever, I don't care. So you can come in with this is the one that Beta Destruction, get an extra turn, and then this is Vitality Plunder. So good game, Olegs. Oh, it looks like we actually won't have as many fights today, because we only came in with 2 tokens, and then there's another refill of 5. So we'll do 7 fights. We'll do 7 fights. We'll see how that goes. We'll see what Mr. Burrito thinks. Siffy. Well, stands to reason I should bring ROTOS. And I really like Duchess. I don't want to have to go without her. So let's make her part of the strategy. As much as I'd like to lock in TARAS as well. So you've got more to Macabre. That's fine. I can work around him. So you got a Kymar too. I wanna bring Kymar and YUMEKO. This way I have more the threat that I might outspeed him. Maybe it's an empty threat. I guess we'll see. So I'll bring TARAS. And let's block. Let's block a Nithwi. Right, he's the dangerous one. If I block a Nithwi, he's just slowly going to run out of steam. So we'll lead with Kymar. Or do I want the accuracy? Give me the accuracy. No, the speed. He's probably still going to go first, but maybe I want the speed anyway. I forgot about that. He's even got that passive fear. That's just overkill. What a broken champion. So let's shut those off. I don't like these buffs. Let's get rid of them. TARAS. Kind of wish you had more buffs, TARAS, but for now, we can go with, yeah. Let's go with a single attack. It's going to get redirected to him, but I can live with that. Put up some buffs. I guess it's the ultimate Death Knight that's doing all the freezes. Hex her. Can bide my time and be patient. I've got a bunch of buffs up. I think Arbiter is the only champion that can really do anything about any of these buffs, and she's not going to be particularly proficient at that, I don't think. We want to avoid hitting more to Macabre until we're ready to just murder everybody. Let's use the A1. It's hard to be patient. I'm like, go! He actually has to hit everybody. I had quite forgotten about that. But TARAS is about to go, so why not? I'll risk it. He hits everybody. She'll just come in and hit her. TARAS will summon down the Wrath of God. Wow. Saved by the swift parry. So they all get back up. Okay. So we do my reset and my turn meter boost. Arbiter reduces my buff durations. That's rough. It's very rough. Well, wow. Worked anyway. Good game perks. I love this account, Mr. Burrito. I really love it. So this is how the other half lives. And I'm teasing. I know that you're mostly free to play now, but I can really feel the difference of the power of this account. And also the way you expertly built these champions. So let's try... What else do I want to try? I definitely want to try Cardiel. So I can just open with him. So he's bringing Duchess and the Monkey King. I kind of like the idea of bringing these two. Yeah, why not? And let's bring in ROTOS and TARAS. So out of this, we really want to go first. So I think that's why he brought Lysandra. He's getting a sense that maybe he needs to outspeed the Warlord. So if I take away the Lysandra, it makes life harder for him. Of course, Baron is most of the lethality here. I want to get rid of Baron. It's possible that the Monkey King is going to be enough. So he's getting rid of my Warlord. That was probably a good call. Let's see, 19% or 24%? I guess we'll go with the 24%. So I can't last forever, but because I got a Mortu Macabre, neither can he. So let's start with this. Unmovable revives. Wow. I guess that's why I want the revives. Wow, look at that health bar that isn't there. That's pretty crazy. ROTOS can't really get up to much yet. ROTOS has to wait. Well, this hasn't gone well. Alright, so what have you got? You got your AoE. Youch. Well, good game chase. This is what I get for being a little too experimental. So I probably want to go for Duchess early just to make sure I have that support. So why not? Oh, am I picking the wrong Duchess? I am, aren't I? I'm supposed to be taking Sword Duchess. Now I'm trying to remember, did I pick the wrong Duchess before? Because if so, either Duchess will be fine. I mean, the Duchess I use in Arena, she's not in Stone Skin. I often see people in Swift Parry Duchess as well. So let's see. Taras is an obvious choice if I can put up these buffs. And I'm thinking Mithrala's also really awesome. I kind of want to bring Python on as well. I mean, look at that. He's +1. Kind of hard not to bring him. He definitely deserves airtime. I have both a Duchess and a Python as well, and that's why I'm reticent to take them. But they are solid support champions. So I will go with ROTOS, and given this lineup, I think Tormund will mess with them very well. So I think Tormund's the right call. Although they got Uko, and what I've said in the past is a really good response to Uko is more 2. So maybe I'll bring more 2. Maybe this is the way to go. This is an ugly team that I brought, Burrito. This team that I made right here, this is probably what I would recommend you use without knowing anything else about your account. Just because you've got 2 ridiculous support champions there and 3 completely ridiculous nukers. I don't even know who they're going to eliminate. I probably would have liked to try to bring YUMEKO, because now I have to ban YUMEKO, but I'm actually fine with that, since Uko is going to become more of a liability than an advantage at this point. And he banned Taras. So let's go with the speed. Or do I want to try resistance? I actually don't know how resistant your champions are. But let's assume he's going to go first anyway, so we might as well have the resist. I must remember to look up the resistance on your Duchess and your Python. I guess I won't bother buffing just yet. So let's get the cleanses off. He stole my block debuffs. So Leorius, I definitely want to go after him first. If I'm not mistaken, ROTOS can just outright kill Leorius. So it looks like I didn't get the peril. I guess I'll know it when I see it. So I'll start with the AoE. Oh no! You stunned my ROTOS! Oh, we are taking a lot of damage. Swift parry. Nice choice, Burrito. I love it. I really love it. Do I want to put some buffs up to try to survive, or do I want ROTOS back? I'm going to take ROTOS back on a whim. Let's pelt her. Leorius with his awesome roar. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to take down this guy. Extra turn. Oh no! Well, that teaches me a lesson. I completely forgot about Hefrak over here. I just straight up forgot. I forgot that Hefrak does that. That's a pretty good strategy, really, Pam 3A. I love it. So, ooh, here it is. So here's the peril. Who do I want to kill the peril with? This guy? Why not? Let's see if I can start picking them off one by one. tanky boy. Hefrak, do you have enough power to take him down? Ugh, block buffs. Oh, yes you do. Nice game. I really like that team. I think that might be my go-to team. I want to have a quick look around, make sure I'm not missing anything. I want to try that team again at least one more time. I think I can do better. The 72nd Airborne Division. What happened to the first 71? They flew away. So you're starting with Arby? No surprise. I feel like YUMEKO is more of a choice when you're picking Arby, or somebody else that's going to go first, like maybe a Siffy. Or this dude. Although he's not going to go ahead of Arbiter. So I will go with Duchess and Pythion again. I feel confident with these two picked, that I have a solid base. We've also got Emic. I actually have not fully built my Emic yet, but it strikes me that he'd be really good support as well. I could even spend a slot on Emic. It's not a bad idea. Could go with TARAS, ROTOS, and maybe I'll try Emic out. But we'll see. Because you know what? I'd kind of like to bring more to Macabre. In fact, I should have thought of that before the ROTOS. No Ultimate Death Knight. I was totally expecting one. So I will go with Mortu Macabre after all. He's way back over here. So who do I want to remove? I'm not entirely sure what this guy does. He doesn't exactly show up, but I know he's a Void Lego. So I'm just not sure about him. But you know what? Like everybody else has a tendency to hit. You know what? Kind of wanted to make it the Monkey King, but it's fine. We'll deal with it. Let's take the Resistance again. So you can open with your increased attack. That's what I do. He's thinking. I don't know, maybe something happened on his end. There's a lot of time passing by. Alright, so he used his Staff of Wonder. Wow, that hits hard. And yet, it wasn't enough. Let's put up some buffs. Let's put up some more buffs. And see what this does. Oh, there it goes. Wow. Sweet Jesus. Unbelievable. This feels like cheating, doesn't it? There's a part of me that doesn't feel right about winning like that. It just feels dirty. Like I just sort of sat there, let them do what they were going to do, and then instantly ended it. I feel like Omni-Man, just kind of taunting an opponent, waiting, and then finally just squishing his head between two fingers. So, Ian, you gonna do it? So bring Duchess. I don't necessarily have to have the two support champs. I kind of like having them, though. But let's go with Duchess ROTOS. Now, what I'd really love to try out is Sify ROTOS. Oh, and he's got the TARAS. Youch. And I have mad respect for this TARAS. I might have to ban it. Let's bring... You know what? He's got Cardiel. So I think it's an easy call to bring Mortu Macabre. I'm going to bring Pythion after all. And my final pick. Not even sure. Candy. Candrafon. He's a good pick. This is a scary team. Do we want Candy? Do we want Ultimate Death Knight to try to mitigate some of the damage? Maybe. Let's go with maybe. Let's just ban the TARAS and see what happens. So I'm losing Duchess. I think I want to go with the speed. So Georgid is a little bit terrifying, but it's still kind of random whether he ignores all defense or merely most of it. So, are you going to do Cardiel? He's going to take out my Reviver first. That's a good choice. Oh, looks like I get an extra turn. Why don't I come in and get rid of him? And then steal some health from her. Not quite enough to kill her, though. So let's get this off. Leorius, probably going to bring an absolute nuke. That was to be expected. So, what can you guys get up to? I'm not sure what he was going to do either. I'm making him think. Of this, I'm sure. Ripping through that stone skin. That doesn't feel great. Am I ever going to get a turn? Well, he's not. Good game, Ian. That was a very, very good team, I must say. So we're into the final fight already. I feel like these went by faster. Either I'm having more fun or these fights actually are faster. And I'm fighting in again. That is very amusing. I guess this happens every now and again. So let's see. He brought Cardiel. Let's take away Cardiel from him. Who else did he bring that I didn't want to deal with? Leorius. I have Leorius. Mr. Burrito does not. Maybe we'll go with Duchess again. So Ian, you gonna figure me out? You gonna pick some of my champs now? Let the mind games begin. So he's picking TARAS. He picked TARAS last time, didn't he? Crap, I screwed up. Well, we'll go with this. And I mean, if I go with the same, it's not exactly the same team. I'll go with ROTOS again. I like what he's got to offer. I might actually not bother with Ultimate Death Knight just because if he's the only one I'm left with, that's not super useful. I don't think he's got enough to make it work. So I could go with Mortu Macabre. At least he doesn't have that crazy ally attack to punch through somebody. Unless he has another ally attacker to bring. So he's got a Kymar. Okay. So let's bring Mortu Macabre. I want to get rid of the TARAS just because he's probably the most ferocious nuker on the team. And he takes forever to kill. It seems right. And maybe I'll take the speed still. He's got the faster speed aura. Do I have to worry about accuracy? Kymar could try to sleep my champs. I'd wager he's got a really accurate Kymar too. So I could try the resist aura. Speed may have been the better choice. I think this is the first time in a while I've fought the same person immediately again. I've had times before where I'd fight the same guy like 3 times in a row. Which is kind of funny, because that can't be random. There must be something going on, but I suppose it theoretically could be random. Well, what you gonna do? Deadly Ballet, and he gets another turn. Wow. Well, apparently Pythion says no to your plan. So let's get everyone up. See if they've got time to do anything. That Kymar resets everything, eh? Wow. I've definitely met my match here. Good games, Ian. Good games. So that's about all I can do with these tokens. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one.